Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. And this reading's going to be for Leo for April of 2017. What I've done for us is I've pulled 4 cards for the month, and I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for our overall view of the month. We'll pull Angel card at the end to hopefully bring everything together and kind of clarify it all. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I'll speak as if I'm you during the reading. So all of us Leos are now named Frankie for the intents and purpose of this reading. Now, I've looked up the astrology for us for the month. I am not an astrologer. When I look at astrology, I go look at Veroush, Veroosh is how you spell her name, and she does the astrology, and she simplifies it that I can understand it a little easier, and she puts cards with it. It's really beautiful, but like I said, I'm not an astrologer, so when it's simplified, I can understand a little more. And where it is for us, though, it's in our 9th house this month. That's our plans for the future, our relatives, through marriage, our in-laws, grandchildren, stuff like that, religious, philosophical interest, spiritual matters, your journeys, like long distance trips, distant matters too. And we have some words here. Now I advise you to look for your moon sign and your rising sign also, because that'll give you a more comprehensive view. These are general readings, and if you put all 3 together, you might get a lot more information. We have some words here that Spirit's given us, and they are acceptance, forgiveness, celebration, and exploration. Now, acceptance and forgiveness really make sense when I look down at these cards here. And something odd happened while I was laying these cards, so I'm going to give it all to you. Now, for our card for the overall view of the month, we have the Two of Swords, Leo. And to me, this is having to make a choice, but we don't want to. See, we have that blindfold on there, and it's like, okay, there's a decision here, and I've got to make it, but this is called denial of making the choice. If you think about it for a minute, I'm blindfolded, I don't want to know. The only thing I can ever think of with this card, but we are going to make the choice. And it's a sword card, so whatever it is we're deciding on, when we decide it, it'll happen pretty rapidly, because we'll pull off those blinders and whoosh, there's the sword. Chop it right off and start from there. But what they're saying, the only thing I can think about when I see this Two of Swords card, it's like the happy couple. Everybody in the world thinks everything is so perfect, or they just perfect for each other. And there's something going on in our lives or situation that we want or need to change, maybe because these are 9th house issues. It could be like someone in our extended family or something like that, but I think of this as the couple that everybody around them thinks that everything's perfect, wonder and light, and they are in denial, and everything in the house is they're pretending to each other like everything's wonder and light, and it obviously isn't. It's like this was over 9 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 30 or 40 years ago, and I should have got out of it a long time ago. These are tough choices where we really don't want to have to make that choice, but I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week for me. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month, and so I'd want to really look clearly whether it's in my job, right? Because these are general readings, or in relationships, or maybe in 9th house things, spiritual things. Is there or religious philosophical things in my life, or attitudes or beliefs that I've been trying to hold to that now I no longer can. The decision and choice to change that is what's coming at us right now, you know. So pull off these blinders, look clearly at what's in front of us, right? Because like I said, it'll come down different areas of our lives. Do it, like forgive it, accept it, and change it. And then we can celebrate it. That's kind of what it looks like right now. Because our next card, I don't know what each one of us, because like I said, it'll come down in a different area of our lives for each of us. But our next card here, and we have 3 cup cards in a row, so it's going to be whatever decision or choice we make this month. I believe we have some kind of an emotional attachment to it. This 6 of Cups card here is a card of the past, like nostalgia, looking back over all the wonderful memories and good things, you know, and da 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 da, and looking back with fondness at the things from our childhood or from the past or whatever. I always think that people say, well, I didn't have anything good in my childhood. It was horrible. And, you know, my mother or father beat me, this, that, or the other thing. When I see this card, I always think no matter how bad things were for us, Leo, or how terrible they were, at, there is something, like even if it's in the periphery, that was good or fun. You know, this is a stupid example. What pops in my head is, you know, I'm in trouble at the picnic because I knocked the bowl of potato salad off of the table. Those kind of things. And I remember the picnic because my father was paddling my butt because now nobody can eat for the pic. But I forgot the piece where we were all riding in the car and we were singing and laughing and carrying on and punching each other and playing with the rest of the family. So even though there's this dramatic thing that happened that makes me never want to go to a picnic again or whatever, we're pretty dramatic. We're Leos. I mean, face it. Even though there was this on the way home, maybe my dad or mom's calmed down and they forgot about the potato salad and somebody else brought macaroni salad. Silly things like that will get stuck in that past thing and think everything was bad instead of looking for the little good thing. So what Spirit's asking of us is to accept it and forgive the bad thing and look at the singing in the car or whatever you want to equate it with from our past. Look at that. Look at it clearly. It wasn't all bad. Bring those good pieces, because with the good pieces, we develop an alternative future, believe it or not, that we can celebrate. That is way much better. So what they're saying is go along with the changes once you make them, the decision, go along with those changes. Well, being as it's in our in-law house, don't disrupt the in-laws. I'll say that for us too, or family members or something like that. But look for the good in the situations, because the reason I'm saying that is because our next card here is the 5 of Cups. And as you can see, he, she, whoever it is here, is crying over something that's lost. They're crying over spilled milk. If I would have done this sooner or that sooner, I would have had this result, or I'd ended up with more money, or, you know, those kind of things. And what they're saying is explore this. When I'm looking at these cups, I always think of spilled milk, but on this card, it is not milk. It looks like blood or wine. Maybe we had a party. Who knows? I don't do wine. But still, we got cups here laying. With this card, it's that once again, turn around. take off the blindfold. See what's behind you. These 2 cups are full. They're full, they're a new path, they're a new way forward, they're a fresh start. Maybe something was decided on that got removed from our life. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a job, maybe it's something like that, but I still have, if it's the relationship, I still have other people that love and care about me, or that I love and care about, right? If it's the job, I did all this work for that long, and what happened because of it? It got destroyed, and such got the promotion. I got the skills, I got the way, I got the method. I'm Leo. I can get a new job. I'll be celebrating. I'll be exploring my alternatives. I accepted what happened. I forgive it, and I'm turning around. I'm looking at those 2 full cups. I'm moving forward. Maybe it's a situation where I had a fight with my in-laws or something, and they're no longer speaking to me anymore. Well, they didn't speak to me to begin with. So what am I missing? Maybe I'm missing, I can look backwards, and that was like, they were the pits, and it was a horrifying experience if it's relationship wise, and it was a horrifying experience, but I can find, hey, maybe that mother-in-law made really good fried chicken for dinner, and I don't get the fried chicken anymore, but then again, I don't have to put up with whatever I was putting up from them, or the sister-in-law, or whatever, because this separation is pretty complete. Now, what they're saying to me is, go along with the changes, remain calm. You don't have to get that phone, Leo. I'll get it when I'm done. Remain calm and forward-looking about what the future is going to be, because our next card is the 7 of Cups, and this can be pie in the sky dreaming, but it also can be 7 alternative futures. I have so many choices now that I have made this choice that removed whatever was disrupting me from me, right? And if this is ninth house issues, it could be plans for my future. Now I have 7 choices. I have all these choices. What Spirit tells us with this is choose one. Choose one, choose 2, and concentrate and focus and celebrate where we're taking that past pieces, right? In the 2 full cups into the future, right? And make these good choices or decisions, maybe for bringing new relationships or my new job. What do I want to do? I have all of these skills and talents and abilities, which 1 or 2 do I want to focus on that's going to benefit me the very most, the very best? It feels like a lot of us Leos are starting a new course or a new life path, and a lot of it may not have a lot of the past with it, So when we pick and choose, when we decide to yank off this blindfold, pick wisely, choose wisely. What is it we truly want to enhance or to bring forward? What from our past, right, is going to benefit us to make the future better? Now, if this is a job that you really hated, Leo, as I said, this will come down in different areas. We're all different Leos. If it was a job you really hated and they fired you, thank God. The choice was made for you. You didn't even have to rip off the blindfold. Don't stay stagnant back there with the bad parts. Think about, oh, I was so happy when I got this job, and they pushed me in more work and more work and more work, but through that I acquired this. So maybe there's something in all these wishes that we can keep that focus, like strong focus on, and maybe educate ourselves towards it. Or maybe we have because our next card, or options to explore. Our next card is the Three of Swords, which is separation, heartbreak, past situations. It can be where our marriage got destroyed because a third party came in, or perhaps a coworker was talking about me, and that's what got me fired from my job, but I still have all these things. So they're saying future looking. When this Three of Swords comes, it means that if there was heartache or heartbreak in the past, I knew it was coming, I knew it was time, I kind of foresaw it, and now's the time to let go of it clearly. Let go of it, cut, other than those little good portions, cut it out from out of my past. Now, what I want to tell you, Leo, is when I laid these cards, these are all upright, because they're a new deck. So they haven't got mucked up and messed up like my old cards yet. But this card, out of every card in the deck, came out upside down. And what that means, and it's going right side up because obviously, but I want to tell you both things. What that means is, if there is anything I'm depressed over the past, or I'm upset over the past, right? I look at the situation clearly, see, did I have any responsibility in that situation? And if I did, I accept it, and I move forward from it. I move forward from it. I don't stay depressed over it. I don't relive it in my mind over and over again. The fight, the situation, the coworker that talked about me at work. I don't, because I'm Leo, and I don't take that excess baggage with me into my future. So if I was responsible somewhere for anything that happened, I am going to step forward, take the responsibility for myself, and move forward. I am not. That's what this means. I am not staying backwards with this card. So, or staying in the past with this card. I'm cutting my ties to it. I'm moving on. If that relationship wasn't good for me, if it was the in-law, the friend, the lover, or whatever, I know that better things are coming towards me for my future. I have the Seven of Cups here. I still have 2 full cups with F5. I do have good things in my past somewhere, even if I made them myself or created them myself, that I can bring forward into the future, right? My future momentum, or however you want to say it. If it's a simple belief system I want to change, I'm changing it. And I'm going to celebrate it. I'm going to move on. To me, this is a card of lessons learned, but we don't have to continue to live them. Lessons learned. We don't have to continue to live them. We don't have to engage that which harms us or hurts us, in those kind of situations. So I don't want us to get in trouble with the in-laws if that's what it is, and don't, let's not be irritable or upset or impatient about, things aren't moving forward faster than what we wanted them to. Just accepting, forgiving, and removing, making the choice, removing, we got those 2 full cups, celebrating it. Celebrating it. It's very, very exciting. It's very exciting. So if it looks bad, remember all those options are coming from the hand of the source at us. Choose 1 or 2, focus on it, and move forward. Pretty exciting. Oh, these angel cards, Leo, sometimes I wonder, you can't really make it all up. See only love. Oh, oops. And she's holding a heart in her hand with little wings on it. There you go. It says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Holy Minga, Leo. Talk about don't get in trouble with the in-laws if that's what it is, you know. Kind of like watch your mouth, just make your decision. Check, check, check in at the door. Check your mouth outside the door. Us Leos can really get on a roll when we're thinking about it. Let's see what the alternative meanings are. It says, the angels gave you this card as a reminder to see yourself, others, and every situation through their eyes. Yikes. It says, when you focus on love, anything that's unloving will fall away. It's like turning on a light to diminish the previous darkness. Call upon the angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving vantage point. I think we might have to do that, Leo. It says, look past, these are the additional meanings, look past the personalities and the egos of others. See the angel within them. The angels can help you with this if it seems difficult. Should I hold up those cards again, Leo? Forgive, release anger, hurt, or judgments to the angels and affirm what you desire instead of what you fear. So that acceptance and forgiveness is going to come in real handy, Leo. Well, Leo, that's our reading for April, and I want to tell all of you, thank you for all of your likes and shares and subscribes, and thank you for the comments. I read each and every one of them. I love them, and I really appreciate them, even if I don't get time to write back to you all the time. And for all of you I've met through doing these YouTube videos, and to all of you I've met through doing readings for 28 years, I want to tell all of you it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I really do enjoy my work, and if anyone just wants to know more about me, you can go over to the website. All of the information is there. Or if you would like to schedule an appointment with me, all the information is on the website to be able to do that. And hopefully, Leo, I will see you here next month. Bye-bye.